There is superstition, writings on the wall. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer.
Hello, my name's Dixon Shanks. Through my association with Ted Scorman, I've come to the realization that you may be facing some certain quality control challenges within your company pertaining to sound. After visiting a couple of your locations, we've decided to put together this video demonstration and mock up a piano system that might be able to help answer some of the questions and resolve some of the issues that you may be having. I know your time is valuable, so we're going to try to make this as short and sweet as possible. We want to get right to it, so here we go. As you know, in construction, when you're building a brick wall, if your measurements are off by 1/8 in the beginning, the problems are compounded down the line. It's much the same in sound reinforcement. So that's why we're starting with the keyboard, even though we know that there are other issues throughout your dining room areas with the sound, etc., but it all starts with the keyboard. This is the Roland RD700NX. It is exactly the same technology as the Roland system that you're using now. The difference is that this is an insert. The shell is standalone. The keyboard inserts into the shell. What this does for you is several things. One is the keyboard can easily be slid out for repair. If ever the piano needs to be replaced, you're replacing only the piano and not the shell or any of the rest of the equipment. This is also a stage version of the same piano that you're using now. The system that's in place is the Micro Baby Grand is more of a home unit. It's really not built to withstand the kind of abuse, as it were, that comes from 7 nights a week worth of playing. This shell is also made out of plywood. It'll be more durable. It's not the press wood that most of the Micro Grands are made out of. So what happens with that is that the monitor stand is inserted into the piano shell. Same thing on the other side. Also, the microphone stand, we know that that's been an issue in the past, is drilled and mounted underneath the top of the shell of the piano. This microphone stand will never come loose. The same applies to the monitor stands. Durability. I know you've noticed that there's 2 monitors here instead of 1 on the existing system. The reason for this is because an additional speaker will create a higher quality of sound with less volume. These monitors have separate EQs on them. They also have separate mixes for the piano player that will not affect anything that's going on in the rest of the house. As an example, you've got the mic volume here. I turn the mic volume down. Separate piano volume there. This does not affect anything that's going on in the rest of the restaurant. It's strictly for their own monitors. We also have the capability of using the in-ear system if they prefer, where you have no volume here and strictly into their earbuds. Some piano players are going to appreciate that, some won't. We've tried to keep in mind the aesthetics of this whole system. Clean lines, no additional wiring where it shouldn't be. We've tried to make sure that everything is clean and efficient. You've got the closed top. Underneath this top and inside the piano is where all the rest of the electronics are, the mixer, the rest of the wiring, etc. There's a power switch underneath here that will turn the entire system off with 1 click. Again, the way that the wires are all situated underneath is all clean. In other words, a visually elegant looking piano system. This is the locking system, and every combination would potentially be the same for every location. Also serves as a bracket to hold the lid open, and inside is our mixer and the rest of our electronics that are in here. This mixer will be set. Once we get it set, it's not to be changed. This is what goes to the house system, so that anybody that comes by and sits down and plays on the piano or sings on the microphone, that mix will stay the same in the house. The only thing that can be changed is volume from your managers up and down in each dining room and or party room, etc., etc. But that mix will never change. Once the EQs, the compression, and the mix is set, then it's set for everybody. The piano is also hooked up here. This can be easily transferred out if for some reason there had to be a repair. These three inputs here are for the sustain pedal, etc. Any one of these pedals can be interchanged in case one pedal goes out, a damper pedal, a sustain pedal. They can all be interchanged and you'll be up and running. The reason this mixer being in this box is important because basically Sound 101 says that you do not have the same mix for your monitor as you do for your house sound. There's a separation with this mixer where everything is wired separately so that your sound is never affected by anything the piano player does. That's an issue that that we understand that you're having now. In this application, it's completely separate. It's durable, it's modular, it's cost effective. Everything you've seen so far, the monitors, the shell, the piano itself, the microphone, the mixer, everything inside, completely all put together, the extra pedal down below, all costs about the same as what we understand you're paying for your piano only that's in your system right now. Now, there are obviously minor repairs involved. Somebody spills a drink on the keyboard. This piano is easily slid out of the shell, taken in for repair, and replaced. If for some reason there's a complete failure, which of course is rare, but if in fact this piano has to be replaced, you're only replacing the piano itself, not the entire piano system. So you're talking about potentially a lot less money in replacement and or repair. We've tried to cover all the benefits and improvements of this custom piano system based on the needs of the performers and your particular requirements. We feel like we bring a unique perspective based on our many years in the music and entertainment industry, sound reinforcement, in addition to almost 30 years of owning and operating nightclubs and full-service restaurants. We hope we've given you a few things to think about and look forward to the possibility of working with you in the future. Thank you.